meow. Okay. It's not really round 2. I wanted to test to see if this thing is still working. Why does it sound so bad? Oh, wrong mic. Sorry about that. Okay. It looks like it's still working. But I went back and I figured out what I was doing wrong. Not by myself. I did get help. Um, so yeah. Yeah. Before they were talking about recursion and um recursive processes versus iterative processes, and then also recursive procedures. So I wasn't really understanding how the first case would it would call the procedure plus, but I didn't understand what would happen. I thought it would just terminate once A got to 0, and then it would be 5. But I didn't understand stacks. So yeah. Luxafate explained to me stacks, and then I looked at the other example with factorial problems, and I tried to like imagine what it would be like, what the equivalent would be like. I don't know if my tree makes any sense, but I don't know. That's how I started to try to think about it. And yeah, so I decided that both procedures are recursive because syntactically both of them refer to the function or refer to the same procedure inside the definition of the procedure. But the first procedure goes through a recursive process, and the second goes through an iterative process. And you can tell this because in the first procedure, if you stop at any particular step, you may not have like all of the information, I guess, or something like that. I don't know if that's the way to say it. I don't know. I have to think about that more. But for the second one, even if you stop at any step, you can kind of tell. I don't know. Actually, I don't know why. I have to think about the definition more, like why they're different. It says the program variables provide a complete description of the state of the process at any point. And then in recursive processes, there's additional hidden information maintained by the interpreter not contained in the program variables, which indicates where the process is in negotiating the chain of deferred operations. I don't really understand this difference, but anyway, I didn't wanna leave off the way I did without like closing the loop. And I wanted you guys to know that I kept working on it. And it always feels pretty satisfying. I might go live one more time accidentally later because I'm gonna test out making a separate Nginx RTMP application for multi-streaming with Kick and Twitch. And I don't know if it's gonna work, so there might be, yeah, I might accidentally go online a little bit. Anyway, hope you're all having a good Sunday. Goodbye. Bye, The Consultant 427 by Live Type by Bowie. By Axiom. Yeah. So, meow. I'll maybe be back, but if not, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah.